Welcome to Wake Tech STEM Day. My name is Flavio Albuquerque, and I am an instructor within the engineering department. Since 2018, when I joined Wake Tech, I've been teaching the following course: EGR 150, Introduction to Engineering, DFT 170, Engineering Graphics, EGR 220, Engineering Mechanics Statics, and EGR 225, Engineering Mechanics Dynamics. Now I'd like to address why engineering, why you should choose engineering as your profession for the rest of your life. It's an important decision that we are going to discuss, at least in my view, why I chose and why I'm so happy to be an engineer and why I end up being a teacher, instructor of engineering. Okay, I will start trying to show to you how nice and how can be rewarding to be an engineer by an example that happened to me this morning. Today is a beautiful day in North Carolina, so I went for a walk and I was watching the house, the street I was walking on, and the drainage system, the poles, the roads that they have around the neighborhoods. And I was thinking about the engineers, because not only the engineers, but the technical people that work with engineering in the technical fields, like the plumbing, the assembly guys, the guys that work with heat and air conditioning system, they install all these things, so they are all also as important as engineers, and their quality of the work is as important as the quality of the work of engineers. I want to make sure that I mention this. But the engineers are the one who have the idea. They design this neighborhood. They design the houses that are here. They design the streets, the roads, the infrastructure that's here, the drainage system. So it's nice all the time, even with the intense and frequent rainfall that we have in North Carolina. So it is fantastic. I thank them for their good job, because I can say for myself, and I can say from what I see from most of the residents in this neighborhood, that they are happy to have their family here. They are happy to raise their family here. They are happy to live here because the engineers were capable, competent, professional workers and ethical, and did a good job. Okay? They did what they should do. And the impact they are having in the life of several families are very big. It is very big. Usually when you are working with engineering projects, it is the same purpose as volunteering. If you are a guy that is willing to help your community, your county, your state, your country, and the world sometimes, okay, you becoming an engineer, you are going to be a part. That's the difference between the volunteer work that has a limited scope, a more limited scope. As an engineer, you can build stuff that will affect everybody in the world, like the new communication standards that are coming out, the 5G, the mobile phones that help the internet, that all help the whole planet, not one person. Okay, volunteering, we have the possibility of helping several people, but not maybe the whole world at once, like a technology like the internet and so forth. And I am very lucky guy, I have to say, because I had the opportunity to work in projects that helped a lot of persons. And I worked in an irrigation project, and I helped build this project. I not only helped build the project, but I helped with the implementation of the project as being the chief operating and management engineer of the project. And I settled there 1,500, let me say again, 1,500 families that they were at the beginning very poor before going to this project. They were hungry some times of the year. And after moving to this project, because it was a federal investment and public investment, they started having a much better life. They didn't get rich, they couldn't buy very fancy cars and things like that, but comparing to what they have had before, it was an infinite, they were much, 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 much better than they were before. And they could have a decent life. Their children could go to school, they could pay for basic needs. And I was that was something very rewarding because it it had a lot of problems to implement all these people over there, as you can imagine. And I worked so hard to make it happen. And the conditions were not the best of the time for working there. So, but I'm glad that I could make it. And I was so happy that at the end of the day, when I was finishing my work on that day, I would take my truck and go around and watch the sprinklers because it was a pressurized system and sprinklers and the sun, the sprinklers created rainbows. And I was very happy to see the rainbows. It was so beautiful in the field. And I still feel very pleased that I could help so many people, so many families with only part of my work in one project. And why then I became a teacher? I took my PhD at Colorado State, okay? But the first, I was not an academic guy, I was not a faculty at any place. But after I finished my PhD, my advisor, Dr. John Labadie, told me every PhD should teach. I didn't, and actually is on the same line of helping society, actually with a much, much broader multiplier effect being a teacher. Because after you have the field experience and the competence, you became a PhD or whatever, master's degree that you take, and start teaching, the multiplier effect of helping another profession to develop another profession, good future engineers that you help them achieve their dreams. That's what we do at Wake Tech. We try to help you achieve your dreams, okay? Then can you see the multiplier effect? In 2 years, you can maybe graduate 20, 40 guys, maybe are going to work in very nice projects. I hope like I had the opportunity and what they can do for society in the future. So that is the reason I believe if you decide to become an engineer, it will be difficult, but it will be very, very rewarding and you'll have a very nice life. You'll be a happy guy when you can help so many people at once. I hope you decide to become an engineer. I hope we can meet at Wake Tech, and I hope I can tell many more stories about my career to you that you might find interesting. I hope you find interesting and give more enthusiasm to become an engineer. So, welcome. Welcome, future engineer. Welcome to the profession that you can help so many people at once. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for your time, and thank you for your interest at Wake Tech. Thank you. Have a nice day.